Good afternoon, class. Today, in our IGCSE class, English class, we are going to learn about word classes. In our IG class, we are going to learn about word classes. We are going to learn about word classes. We are going to learn about word classes. In word classes, when you talk about word classes, word class is divided into small groups called parts of speech. It's divided into small parts, divided into small groups, which we call parts of speech. Parts of speech. And we usually say we have 9 parts of speech. There are 9 parts of speech. There are 9 parts of speech. There are 9 parts of speech. In these parts of speech, they are the ones which make a sentence. A sentence is made up of these parts of speech. In these parts of speech, I'm going to list them, whereby the first part of speech we have verb. The first part of speech we have verb. Another one we have noun. We have pronoun. We have pronoun. We have adjective. Adjective. We have adjective. We have adverb. We have adverb. At the same time, we have preposition. We have number 6, preposition. Preposition. We have conjunction. We have conjunction. We have interjections. Interjections. We have interjections. We have determiners. Finally, we have determiners. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to explain or define these 9 parts of speech briefly. I'm going to define these 9 parts of speech just briefly. Now, I'll begin with the first one, which you have said is a verb. I'll begin the first one, which you have said is a verb. The first one we said verb. We said the first one is verb. So, my first question will be, what is a verb? What is a verb? When you are talking about a verb, this is a word which describes action. Describes action. This is a word which describes action. It is a word that describes action. That describes action. It describes action. I'll give an example of a verb which describes action. I'll give some examples. For example, we have eat, we have go, we have read, we have cook, we have run, and so on. We have run, and so on. You have many examples. You have run, etc., etc. So those are examples of verbs. Verbs, in other words, we say they are doing words. They are doing words, or they are words which describe actions. They describe actions. Now, when we continue, we'll go to number 2. We'll go to our number 2, which is noun. Our number 2 is noun. Now, we will ask ourselves, what is a noun? A noun is a word that represents, this is a word. A noun, we will say, is a word that represents, a word that represents a person, object, or quality. A person, object, or quality. So a noun is a word that represents a person, object, or quality. It's a word that represents a person, object, or quality. I'll give some examples. If a noun, for example, you say it represents a person, for example, a person, we could have something like woman. We have Jane. We have Muhammad, and so on. Those are names of people. That's a person. Another example, we will talk about another example. You can talk about an example of an object, like objects are just things. An object is just a thing like table, bed, phone, etc., etc. Anything which is a thing is just an object, and it is a noun. Now, after that, we'll talk about the ones which talk about quality. The ones which talk about quality, we have examples like happiness. You have something like beautiful, and so on. Those ones, they give qualities of a person. Then, after that, we will go to our number 3. We'll go to our number 3, which is adjective. When already we know what is a noun, then an adjective is a word that represents or that gives more information about a noun. An adjective is a word that describes or gives more information about a noun. An adjective is a word that describes nouns. I'll give an example. For example, we have something like wonderful, tall, red, happy, etc., etc. We have many, etc. Those are words which give more information about a noun. Like, I saw a tall man. Tall will be giving more information about the man you saw. I saw a wonderful book. Wonderful book will be indicating, wonderful book will be an example of, wonderful will be an example of an adjective. Then after that, we go to number 4, which is adverb. We are going to talk about adverb. That is our 4th part of speech. Now, an adverb is a word that describes a verb. As the word suggests, an adverb. It's a word that talks more about a verb. The word that talks more about a verb. So others talks more about a verb or it describes a verb. For example, if you say e.g., for example, we have slowly, we have carelessly, 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 etc., etc., etc. Remember that we have different types of adverbs. We have adverbs of manner, adverbs of time, adverbs of place, and so on. Now, slowly, carelessly, those are types of adverbs. Now, number 5, we are going to talk about, number 5, we are going to talk about, number 5, we are going to talk about prepositions. 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 Number 5, we are going to talk about prepositions. A preposition is a word that is used before a noun or a pronoun to show time, place, or direction. This is a word. This is a word. This is a word used before a noun or pronoun. A noun or pronoun to show time, place, or direction. That is a preposition. Example, we have e.g. Example, we have is, in, on, between. We have under, we have under, behind, under, behind, etc., etc., and so on, and so on. After that, we are going to talk about our number 6. We are going to talk about our number 6, which is our number 6, which is talk about our number 6, which is conjunction. Conjunctions. Conjunctions. What is a conjunction? Conjunction is a word. Is a word which joins. Which joins parts of a sentence. This is a word which joins parts of a sentence. For example, we have words like, and, but, therefore, although, or, and so many, etc., 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 and so many. So many. Etc., 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 etc. Now, after that, we are going to our number 7. Sorry, I'm going to our number 7. Our number 7 will be interjection. Our number 7 will be interjection. Interjection. Number 7 will be interjection. 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 Now, we'll start by asking ourselves what is an interjection. An interjection is a word that is used to express a strong, is a word that is used to express strong feeling. Strong feeling. So word which is used to express strong feeling or emotions. Feeling or emotions. For example, we have hooray. Like if you win, you say hooray, we won. Hooray. We have another one, which is, oops. When things don't work out the way you expected, you say, oops. We have oops. Then after oops, we have something like ouch. 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 Those are some of the interjections. Then after interjections, we'll go to determiners. You'll go to determiners. Determiners. What is a determiner? What is a determiner? What is a determiner? Let me try to put in the right place. Go to number 8. Determiners. What is a determiner? A determiner is a word used before a noun. A determiner is a word used before a noun. Before a noun to show the thing being referred to. Show the thing being referred to and the quantity. E.g., we have an examples of determiners. We have a, we have an, and we have the. We have those three, a, an, and the. Those are the determiners we have in English. A, an, and the. A, an, and the. Those are the three determiners. Then last but not least, we have pronouns. Pronouns. Pronouns, these are words used to These are words used to. Words used to. These are words These are words used in place of nouns. In place of nouns. Then I'll give an example. You have he, you have she, you have I, you have they, you have it, etc., etc., etc. You have many of them. Now, for today, we are going to stop at that. We are going to stop at pronouns. Those are the 9 parts of speech as we have seen them. We are going to stop there for today. Then we'll continue from there tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you.